November 2019. Good morning to you, dear TBC International listener. And when we welcome in a daily edition, special edition today, as we'll have an interview with, they're going to introduce themselves to you. But first, you should know who is this. We have a microphone here. Just call me Farida Hamisi, Hosi to self-known. And of course, in the daily edition, special edition, as I told you, we'll have an interview. And today in the interview, we'll focus on the social media's impact on mental health. We've seen a lot of people in social media. They are in WhatsApp, in Facebook, Instagram, and before we talk about it, maybe we should know our guest today. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you?
We are fine. We are fine.
Really?
Yes.
You sound like you haven't taken a breakfast.
No.
No?
We have.
Oh, it's not healthy to have a breakfast.
I personally, I did it just very early in the morning.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyway, in a psychological perspective, is it healthy to have a breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Why not?
It's a must, yeah?
Yeah.
Anyway, our listeners out there would love to know who's this in the studio today.
Okay, thank you. Maybe I can start myself. My name is Gerard Daoud.
Can you please stay close to the microphone?
Okay, my name is Gerard Daoud.
Yeah.
I'm a student at the University of Dar es Salaam. I am in my final year now. I belong to one of the organizations within the school, the University of Dar es Salaam Psychology Students Association, or you can call it UDIPSA.
Okay.
So I am the member and I am the psychologist. But apart from that, I am the CEO of the platform called Psychology Icon. Psychology Icon, it is an online platform that work to offer the psychological services to the people. Yeah, that is me.
Okay, and my other guest.
Thank you very much. I am Sweetbetty M. Anselmas.
Yeah.
Not that much far from my fellow
Yeah.
I'm also among of the members of University of Dar es Salaam Psychology Student Association. Apart from that, some other stuff like taking the last
itself is life nature. So there's no way that you can separate psychology from the life. So the psychology in short or natural, it is the study of minds and the behavior of the people or their action. Yeah.
Okay, in our topic today, TBC International focus on social media's impact on mental health. And let us first define the state of mental health. How do you know that a person is not mentally fit?
when a person is not mentally fit, this means like it's not functioning properly emotionally or behaviorally. This means even a person have got no very good structured timetable for his or her issues. So it's like I can just give you an example. For instance, I had a friend who was wearing properly in some days, but later on, I just found him one day wearing clothes but in a mix of colors. He had green shoes, red trousers, and yellow shirt, but with a black cap. That mixture of color, this gave me an impression, and I tried to ask him what happened. He said like, I just want to be unique. Now see, so I just recognized that there is something wrong in his mind, because he was not using to wear like that previously. So this is like a person as unstructured, unorganized things, activities and tasks.
Maybe other person try, to be a fashionist. Can that be?
Fashionist?
Yeah. I mean, mixing, different colors of clothes. Can that be related to someone not being mentally fit or disturbed mentally?
This depends on the context actually. It's more of context. Sometimes a person can just decide to go for show off and decide to wear that way. But to some individuals who are not really meaning that thing, they are something like having some mental illnesses, or someone is not doing good mentally.
Now, let us focus on the social media's impact. Can social media have, positive impacts on mental health?
Yeah, we have. So maybe can you first of all, maybe with the social media, people may not understand maybe what are we talking about?
All right.
Social media. So we can say social media is a way to connect the people with family, friends, apart from their distance. So we connect to different people. And social medias are now used in various ways. Some people are using social medias for business. We have different organizations that are using it for promotion of their services and products. And we have politicians that use social medias to reach their people or the majority. But when we say social media, that is what we're talking about. So we're talking about the world of digitalization. Okay. So we are talking about having the tendency of using smartphones. That is what actually we are focusing on. The laptop and other stuffs that connect the world as the single society. So when we go direct to the effects or impacts of the social media, how does it affect the human mind or human brain? So when you know the meaning of the mental health, naturally mental health is the personal psychological well-being. When a person has the peace of mind, we are saying that the person is mentally fit. But we have something called the mental illness. So we have two different things. We have mental health and mental illness. When somebody is disturbed or is not okay with his or her mind, then we are saying a person is not well or he is suffering from mental illness. So everything has got its advantages and disadvantages. And we are not here to limit people to use their social medias, but we are here to tell people how they can use their social medias so that they can have the good control of themselves. Maybe you want us to go direct to the impacts.
Of course,
okay, we have different impacts, and in the impacts are many, but I wish if people they could know how can you realize the person who is affected by the social medias. How can you know if you are a social media? You are hooked by social medias before going to the impacts. Maybe it was cool to know that. I don't know.
All right. We should start with the impacts of social media.
Okay. Maybe do you have?
I've asked if there are some positive, impacts on, of social media on mental health? Are there?
Yeah, positive.
Yeah.
We have some of them. Like using social media is the source of socialization among people.
Yeah.
Social media is the source of people's relationship. Social media it promotes people's business, services, stuffs. That is the positivity of the social medias.
And in addition to that, this social media actually spread daily updates, news. So this news contributed to someone's thinking capacity. So when something happens, now it seems like a person is oriented or has been exposed to a certain issue. Now he or she starts thinking of the issue. That it's like it promotes ease or a mental well-being.
Yes. So social media can act as some sort of relaxation to a person, no?
Yeah.
It can.
Yeah, it can.
Okay. Now let us focus on the negative impacts of social media on mental health.
Yeah, on the negative impacts of social media, actually there are many, and it really affects a lot of people, especially youths, because nowadays many youths have smartphones and they rely on their phones doing stuff and things like that. One of among the impacts, the negative impacts of social media is just social media drunkenness.
What's that?
Yes.
What's that?
Drunkenness is. Have you ever met a person who is drunk?
Yeah.
And now something like he or she has used the alcohol, is it?
Yeah.
But social media drunkenness means that a person is addicted to social media. Now every time what he thinks is social media. For instance, most of the youths I've met always they think of social media, and they can't even spend 2 minutes without touching their phones and going to those WhatsApp or on Facebook. See? So a person is addicted, and nowadays these social media have become best friends of people than other people. You see, so a person is or a WhatsApp or Facebook app is a best friend than a person, just because he takes or she takes much time with that particular thing. So a person is more likely to engage him or herself to social media than any other stuff. That's what we call drunkenness.
That is first.
Yeah. The second one, it might be forgetting. Social media makes a person forget. Most of the people might not be knowing this, but a human working memory always retains 7 plus or minus 2 items.
Yeah.
This means human working memory has the capacity of having 9 items. When there are more than 9 items in human working memory, it means some items are replaced. And most of the replaced items are those which are not that much attractive. So now let's think. A person has watched a movie. A person M5 has studies. A person M5 has a misunderstandings with people and other stuff. The activities, you see. So when it comes to minor items, some items are replaced. And what is replaced is that which is not attractive. For instance, we can compare social media and maybe a physics tablet for a person who is studying. So a physics tablet is not attractive. So it is usually to be replaced from ease or a blame, of which social media takes place in that particular moment. And that's an impact, because one tends to forget, because you usually know the stuff when you want to play.
I can add something. Okay, I want to comment something on my friend. He said that the issue of drunkenness. So maybe I can say that according to the research was done by the Michigan University, they said that overuse of social medias distort people's mind, behavior, and attitude, which mimic to drug abuse. So they are relating overuse of social medias as other types of addiction are there. So, and they say that 20% of people with social medias, they can't go more than 3 hours without looking or going through their social medias accounts. And we have other effects of social medias. I can say that the social medias it distorts people's cognitive ability. When we talk about cognitive ability, is the mental ability to process information. Nowadays, people, they do not believe on what they know. People, they do not believe that they know something until they go to the Google. If you ask people to say something here, or if you say something, he or she will ask you, oh, does Google know that? So this makes people to do not be independent. So we depend on the social medias. Also, we can say social medias, it makes people to be lazy. When you say less, more people, they do not want to think, they do not want to rethink, they do not want to do activities that disturb their mind. What they want to do is to use social medias, internet as their brain. Also, social media leads to the poor decision making. People, they do not work the wise decision by themselves because they have been affiliated with the social media staffs. They have been neglected important activities or doing some stuff that have impact on their future. Also, social media, it impairs the social emotional abilities, and this is actually is to youth. And we have different researchers. They said that most of the people who have been affected by the social media's addiction are the youth who are under the 30 years. So you can see these are the youth. So when we talk about the emotional abilities or social emotional abilities, we are talking about different domains in the development of the human being. So if you don't control your mind, if you don't limit your mind on the issue you're doing, that is mean that it will affect your mind physically, emotionally, socially, and in all aspects of life. Also, social medias, it has been the cause of many what you can say relationship problems like cheating, or you see breaking up, and so on.
But why youth are so much affected by social media?
Before I ask Direct to answer your question, I'd like to talk something very crucial. This is all this impact we have said here also depends on the nature of a person, but not only nature, it also depends on the context and time. Because you can just find a certain person, maybe he's using social media, but without negative impacts. But in the other context, you find him or her being affected negatively by social media in some other context and time. So now, it happened that first of all, to my thinking, is like most of the youths from 19 to 30 are the ones who have smartphones. I can just give an example. Myself, I'm from a village, somewhere very in the intercustom region, and I'm from there, and most of the people with smartphone, actually they are youths. But those elders, people from 40 years and above, most of them are having no smartphone. Now, when we come to this social media, you can just take an example of Facebook app, WhatsApp, Instagram. All these are found in smartphones. Now we are expecting youths to be more affected than anyone else because they are the ones possessing smartphones.
I mean, the number of youth possessing, smartphones is way bigger than, old ones. But nowadays also we've seen, grannies, they're also using social media, and you can see a granny in, WhatsApp, maybe in Instagram, in Facebook. She's all over the social network. So how does that affect, all people?
You can't compare the use of social media between maybe you said grants and youth or teens, because we have these issues of fashion, going with fashion. So this issue of digitalization have been affected the youth, because our mothers and the fathers, they see themselves that they are not affiliated with these issues, because they think these issues have to be done by their children. So that's why you can see youth affected more than our mothers and the fathers and the fathers. And if you find fathers or our mothers are using the social medias, most of the time it is in positive way, But for us youth, we are using this in a weird way. Yeah.
Alright, let's take a breather. When back we'll discuss more on this, social media effects how social media affects, mental health. So we'll go for a breather first, and then we'll be back.
Daily edition. Fantastic, intriguing, extraordinary.
For tips and sports highlights, well wishes and great news. Include Daily Edition, Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. right here on TVC International 95.3 FM.
A course at University of Dar es Salaam, Mr. Sweetbet and Gerard. And today we are discussing social media's impact on mental health. We have said many things about social media impacts on mental health, but I would love to know from you, Mr. Sweetbet and Gerald, what kind of content tend to have negative impact on mental health? Because I believe that not all contents can cause mental instability.
Yeah, sure. Yes, thank you very much. Actually, there are good contents and there are bad contents, but also these good contents also sometimes good content can even affect, can have some impacts.
For instance, I'm surfing, in social media. I'm surfing for, news stories. Can that affect, my mental health or my mental stability?
It's a little bit affecting this way. Maybe it's a night hours now. You have good news. Maybe you're reading, but you just use a lot of time now. Having reading for a long time, now it comes that you won't sleep. Is it now? Without sleeping, there is no way you can be you can be healthy mentally without sleeping. Actually, now that has a little bit affected. Though it was a good news and it was a good thing, but we have bad contents which actually affects mental health. Among of these are like false testimonies. We are from social media. We get a lot of testimonies from different people. From some people calling themselves a men of God. Some other people maybe they're just believing in the devil, and they say like they can help other people. You see, so we have certain kind of testimonies of which a person of which they tell people through social media, and people get to believe that this is right. I can get help from this place. Now those false testimonies now affects the mental health of an individual. Yeah.
So, all right. Because I was kind of confused if someone is surfing for news materials and others who are maybe surfing for pornographic materials. The effects tend to be different. I believe so.
Sure.
Yeah. Those who are searching, for kind of, pornographic materials, can, maybe can be affected more.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, but knowing that, to what extent someone is, seen as mentally not fit?
Okay, we have different signs of the people who are not mentally fit.
Yeah.
But I want to add something there. You asked about the content. We say that youth or teens are using social medias to document their details. But others do not, they use the social medias to promote their services or market. You asked about the goodness of sin or scrolling or suffering, the issues which are good.
Yeah.
And you said about the people who are following or they are scrolling about the issues of maybe you said about the this which are affiliated to the sexual matters. I can say being good or bad, it doesn't matter, but what it matters is the times and energy you pay there. So maybe taking an example, it is a night, it is the time to sleep, and you are scrolling or you're surfing to the internet.
Yeah.
It will be the problem to you, if not now, but in future you can have the different problems of mental health like insomnia.
Yeah.
Going direct to the signs that indicate that a person is affected to the social medias, we can say we have the anxiety, agitation, or anger. When you can't check your phone, when you see yourself, you can't stay, you can't settle, because you don't have your phone or you don't have a bundle. That is the sign that you are addicted to the social media, and that's the problem. Also, we can say that when you lie on how much time you spend on time, when you don't tell the people the truth on how much time you spend on the social media, maybe on the night or on the day, that is the sign that you are affiliated or you are hiding the truth. That means you fear or you don't want people to understand what are you doing on social media, or you don't want to tell them the truth that I spent more than 4 hours, because they will ask you, what are you doing there? And actually, when you go back to see what you are doing, it is nothing. Also, we can say that when you neglect yourself to work on favor, when you neglect yourself to the activities that you have been doing every day, that is the sign that the social media has interrupted your mental health. But also, when you can say when you feel yourself that you are lacking something in your life because your phone is not near to you, that's the sign that you are mental injured. But we have different signs and a lot of them. And just to mention the few, those are the few, but we can say others are like to withdraw from family, friends, because social media it corrupts people's time and energy. You can find that a person, we have the discussion here, but she or he don't participate, but he is suffering on the internet. So that is the sign that you are not mental well, you are not mental good. So that's the problem. That's what I can say. Maybe if you can add others.
Yeah, sure. I can just add there the issue of being stressed. A lot of people become stressed when they do not they get they miss a bundle, or when for instance I had one of my friend whose phone got lost, but he couldn't actually settle for about 2 weeks. He was alone and not understanding actually. He couldn't be told anything just because his smartphone got lost. Now that's the impact, and that's it's like an indicator. We can see that an individual is much addicted with this social media. But also the issue of stress or the issue of being alone. My colleague has said a little bit about it, but you can just find a person using a smartphone to the extent, or using this social media to the extent that he cannot or she cannot go outside there and socialize with others. Or sometimes, if you can just find a person, when he or she had no smartphone, he was very good at socializing with people. But after getting a smartphone and downloading those apps, I don't know, the Facebook, the Telegram, or the Skype, so he's using these things a lot of time and not socializing as he used to do. That's a sign, that's an indicator. If you find a person all the time being alone, all the time alone in his or her room, he is with social media. If you have got all these kind of stuff, what are you doing alone? We have to question on that.
that should be drunkenness, social media drunkenness.
Yeah.
There are some people who can, who can skip even their lunch maybe or breakfast, but they cannot, stay far away from their cell phone. They cannot stay far away from, social media all the time. You see that person, surfing in Facebook. After surfing in Facebook, you can see that person, going to Instagram maybe, and then to WhatsApp.
Yes, and you have reminded me something. I used it to be in that way. Before getting a smartphone, I used to watch these movies, Korean movies in series. I was even skipping lunch at home, just watching movies from very early in the morning to the evening, and forgetting to eat actually. But when I got to phone, I just downloaded those apps and spending some time in the with social media. But later on, as I took psychology course at the university, now I just came to realize that to have a very good attention, to avoid the what we call attention, being having attention, which is not a friend. You can just remind a divided kind of attention.
Maybe you are not selective. Maybe you can simplify.
So I just got to realize that to avoid
it is attention deficit.
Attention deficit, to avoid attention deficit, you have to have a schedule of your things.
Yes.
So social media became one among of the items in my timetable. Yeah.
So, knowing that, how can people use social media without affecting their mental health?
Okay, sure. First of all, actually, it can sound weird to somebody here that she or he is drunk or he's addicted by the social media, and it can be the awkward activity or job to manage your or to limit yourself from using the social medias. But the first thing or the good thing that we can say, you can consult the therapist or counselor or psychologist for more help, so that he or she can help you he or she can help you to have the good timetable, or can help you to limit your social media uses. But from the psychology, you can say the first of all, you can manage your notification. Just manage your notification on your smartphone. Make sure you have something something that will alert you that now you need to go to your social medias, and not all of the time you're surfing to the internet. Another thing you can say, you can see certain posts first. When you open your phone, do not run to each and everything. You want to see all of them. You just be selective. Maybe I want to see my friends, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, taking an example of one Facebook. When you go to the Facebook, there is the notification bar. When you go there, don't just click each and everyone who has posted or who has liked your picture or commented. Just be selective. If you be selective, at the end of the day, you realize that you out of 100 posts, you have viewed maybe 10 posts. That's not bad.
Yeah.
But another thing you need to do or to conduct a social media audit. When you say social media audit, you need to do that. I mean, you need to evaluate yourself. You need to evaluate yourself. When you go to Instagram, see how many posts you have commented, how many posts you have shared, how many posts you have posted, how many posts you have liked. If you know that is not usual Then from there you can start changing by starting slow. Then at the end of the day, you will have the good use of the social media. But another thing I can say, you need to track your time on social media. We have different because we are in the world of digital. We have different applications that can be invited to your phone that can limit your time on social media, and among of them we have this one is called a quality time application. If you have quality time of application, that will notify you when you need to use social media, and if you exceed the time, the application will tell you now you have to stop using social media, go to other activities. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I would like to add a more example over here. A very good and really example. For instance, we are here student psychologists. Being a student is not that we do not attend people. We have a good number of clients, up to 300 clients, because we have been in field practicum. So we have got a number of clients who are even like now they are finding us for the service. But what do we do? What we do is that we make appointment. So after you get a very clear timetable that at a certain time I will be attending my clients through social media. Remember, we have clients from Arusha region, from Bukoba, from different places. Now we arrange our timetable and say like on Tuesday this time, on Saturday this time, I will be attending my clients. So if you have those kind consultation kind of services through social media, you need to arrange your time and make sure that you follow the timetable and you do your stuffs very clearly.
Anything you wanna tell social media users out there?
I want to tell them that the social media is a good thing and is not a bad thing. We're not here to limit people to use the social media, but we are inspiring them to use the social media in a good way, because this is the individual activities, we can say, and you need to do the cost benefit analysis so that you can understand how you are using the social media by clarifying the effects of the social medias, like we have mentioned them, like those of causing the insomnia, hypersomnia, dementia. We have a lot of effects. So after realizing that you have many effects more than positivity, you can start yourself to learn how to control yourself, to manage yourself on using the social medias. And at the end, I want to say that the social media, it is a good if will be used in a supposed manner. Yeah.
And you have something to tell, Sally? Yeah. To my side, what I can tell people like now listening me, I can just say like using a social media is a behavior too. So using a social media is a behavior. If you make it your behavior, there is a side you choose. You can choose it to be positive to you or to be negative. So you will be on the state which you decided to use. Or in that meaning, I can say like you are the way you are because of your choice. Now you can choose to be to have positive impact. You can choose to have negative impact from social media. That's all.
All right, thanks a lot, Mr. Sweetbet and Gerard. I'm pretty sure that our listeners out there have learned a lot, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of them are, users of social media. So by now they already know to what extent they can use social media and not to, affect their mental health. Thanks a lot.
Sure.
Thanks a lot for being with me in the Daily Edition. Hopefully, I can have another session with you next time in the next episode of the Daily Edition. And of course, guys,
Thank you
already
very much.
20 minutes have gone since 11 a.m. and we'll just continue with our schedule, and it's time for you to send your request right now and send your well wishes, and then later on I can alert you on how you can contact Mr. Sweetbet and Gerard for any psychological help. And Farida Hamisi, Daily Edition continues. I will be back.